Dear boomers, a few days ago I may have mentioned Mark Allen, who is the co publisher of New World Library. And pretty soon, at some point soon, I will be doing interviews with New World Library authors. But Mark Allen wrote this book called The Magical Path. And at the very end of the book, he suggests that he gives us all kinds of motivational, spiritual statements that he wants us to copy and carry around. Now, you might have one or more that resonates more with you than any other. So take that one and carry it around with you on a card and look at it often to motivate you to realize that you are a magical being. You are a magical human. So here are some of these. I'm going to read them because then I'll put them in a blog and they'll be registered there for anybody who wants to carry them around. So may we be guided by spirit every moment in our thoughts, words, and actions. And miracles will follow miracles, and wonders will never cease, because all of our expectations are for the highest good of all. When you are inspired by some great purpose, some extraordinary project, all your thoughts break their bonds. Your mind transcends limitations, your consciousness expands in every direction, and you find yourself in a new, great, and wonderful world. Dormant forces, faculties, and talents come alive, and you discover yourself to be a greater person by far than you ever dreamed yourself to be. That was written by Patanjali in 250 BC. And if you're familiar with Wayne Dyer's works, he often spoke about Patanjali, and others have in my life as well, Mark Allen being one of them. There is an ever mysterious process of creation, and we call it many things. We will never understand how the process works, but we can consciously set it in motion. The tools we use are simply our dreams and our imagination. The force of life within every man and woman is a force that directs and controls the entire course of life. Properly used, it can heal every affliction and ailment we may have. That's written by Israel Regardie in The Art of True Healing. That's a book that Mark Allen had taken and republished it. It was written many, many years ago, and he republished it. I have it around here somewhere. I will find it. Ask and you will receive. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open to you. That's Matthew 7:7. Be at least as interested in what goes on inside you and as what happens outside. If you get the inside right, the outside will fall into place. Primarily, reality is within, and secondarily, reality is without. And that's Eckhart Tolle in The Power of Now. Mark Allen published The Power of Now originally, and I think that book changed his life, and I think it changed many, many others as well. Every day in every way, I am getting better and better in an easy and relaxed manner, in healthy and positive ways, in its own perfect time, and for the highest good of all. I am filled with healing energy. I am healed. I am whole. I am perfect as I am. I close my eyes and see a field of light, and I feel that light and life in every cell of my body, nurturing and healing every cell. And I know that light and life and love. It is who I am and what I am, now and forever. Amen. We've talked about speaking to ourselves, our CELLs, in a way that helps us be stronger and more healthy. This or something better is now manifesting in totally satisfying and harmonious ways for the highest good of all. So be it. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word was with God. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. That's John 1:4, the Bible. Mind is the master power that molds and makes, and we are mind, and evermore we take. The tool of thought and shaping what we will, being forth, brings forth 1,000 joys, 1,000 ills. We think in secret, and it comes to pass. Our world is but our looking glass. That's James Allen, As You Think. I think I may have that book somewhere. I slept and dreamed that life was joy. I woke and found that life was service. I acted, and behold, service became joy. That's Rabindranath Tagore. I am sensible and in control of my finances. I am creating total financial success in an easy and relaxed way, a healthy and positive way, in its own perfect time for the highest good of all concerned. I do wonderful work in a wonderful way, with wonderful people for wonderful pay. I live in a world of peace and plenty, with abundance shared by all. I help make this world a world that works for all, where everyone on this sacred earth is housed, is fed, healed, and educated, so that they can reach their greatest dreams. Nature teaches me and guides me, showing me how to live and how to become fully realized, as powerful as a mountain, as life-giving as the sun. Spirit flows through me every moment, and its healing energy. I am guided by Spirit, doing God's will. I offer no resistance to life. I am at peace with what is, filled with grace, ease, and lightness. Every moment I feel my being. This is enlightenment. The end of all wisdom is love, love, love. Ramana Maharshi. I'm sure everybody, you can look these things up too. You can look up these names. There are only two ways to live your life. One is though nothing is a miracle. The other is though everything is a miracle. I choose the latter, says Albert Einstein. That's a very famous quote. All creation starts with spiritual impulse, then becomes a thought, then it becomes an emotion. When thought and emotions are focused, physical creation is the result. A new law I give unto you, love one another as I have loved you. That's Jesus. Focus on your dreams and love, and your dreams will soon become manifest. Before long, you will be living in a world that was only as insubstantial a dream a few years earlier. I have omnipotence at my command and eternity at my disposal. That is Eliphas Levi. The day will come when, after harnessing space, the winds, the tides, and gravitation, we shall harness for God the energies of love. And on that day, for the second time in the history of the world, we shall have discovered fire. That is Teilhard de Chardin. In an easy and relaxed manner, in a healthy and positive way, in its own perfect time, for the highest good of all, I pray. Spirit flows through me every moment with its healing energy. I am guided by Spirit, doing God's will. I offer no resistance to life. I am at peace with what is, filled with grace, ease, and enlightenment. This is enlightenment. In an easy and relaxed manner, a healthy and positive ways, in its own perfect time, for the highest good of all, I am now creating the life of the world of all my dreams. We are now living and working together in partnership to create a world that works for all. So be it, so it is. In an easy and relaxed manner, in a healthy and positive way, in its own perfect time, for the highest good of all, I pray. My marriage and family life and times alone are sources of great joy, grace, ease, and lightness. I have plenty of time for family and friends and plenty of healing time for myself. So be it, so it is. You will become as great as your dominant aspiration. If you cherish a vision, a lofty ideal in your heart, you will realize it. That's again James Allen, as you think. To offer no resistance to life is to be in a state of grace, ease, and lightness. That's Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God flows through me and heals me and protects me. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God flows through us and heals us and protects us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. If you can imagine it clearly enough, it can become a reality in an easy and relaxed manner, a healthy and positive way, in its own perfect time, for the highest good of all. Love is the answer and love is the key. It can open any door and give us eyes to see. In our hearts lies a secret, and it sets us free. All we need is love. We are the creation of the forces of life, an eternal blend of ecstasy and strife, living as long as the universe stays, which is forever, through our galaxies, night and day. From the Big Bang's beginning to the black hole's destruction is but a day in the life of our cosmic construction. We'll live forever. We're the stuff of stars, ever growing, ever changing, been into this life, born into that, changing this form for the one that comes next, an eternal part of an eternal creation, a quintessential piece of divine revelation. You are a unique, creative genius, capable of realizing your most expansive dreams in life and fulfilling your true purpose, moving up and helping others move up the pyramid of human consciousness to self-actualization and fulfillment. So that was written in the form of a pyramid, which of course is Maslow's self-actualization pyramid. And you shall decree a thing, and it will be given unto you, and light will shine upon your ways. That's Job 22:28. Buddha said, what we are today comes from our thoughts of yesterday, and our present thoughts build our life tomorrow. Our life is the creation of our mind. That was the Buddha and James Allen. Ernest Holmes said, prayer is the contact of your mind with God mind in a way that shall result in bringing to pass a desired good. Ernest Holmes. You will be what you will be. You will be what you will be. Let failure find its false content. in that poor word environment. But spirit scorns it and is free. It masters time, it conquers space, it crows that boastful trickster chance, and bids the tyrant circumstance unknown, uncrown, and fill a servant's place. The human will, that force unseen, the offspring of a deathless soul, can hew a way to any goal. Through walls of granite intervene. Be not impatient in delay, but wait as one who understands. When spirit rises and commands, the gods are ready to obey. That's Ella Wheeler Wilcox. And that was also quoted by James Allen in As You Think. Within every adversity is the seed of an equal or greater benefit. Within every problem is an opportunity. And even in the knocks of life, we can find great gifts. Napoleon Hill and the Bhagavad Gita. First, we take a clear view of reality. Second, we identify what we hope for in terms of the direction we'd like things to move in, of the values we'd like to see expressed. And third, we take steps to move ourselves or our situation in that direction. That's Johanna Macy and Chris Jonestown in a book called Active Hope. When you imagine the magician within you, you summon the creative force of the universe to do what you will. The human opportunity, the religions tell us, is to transform our flashes of insight into abiding light. That's Houston Smith. Underneath the level of physical appearances and separate forms, you are one with all that is. Eckhart Tolle. I am a visionary, a magician. I am now creating the life of my dreams in an easy and relaxed manner, a healthy and positive ways, in its own perfect time for the highest good of all. My marriage and family life are filled with grace, ease, and lightness. So be it, so it is. What is the purpose of a family? To protect and support each one of us, to be in partnership together, to respect and love and listen to each other, to encourage each other to be happy and healthy, and to help us fulfill our highest dreams. Gratitude for the present moment and the fullness of life now is true prosperity. Eckhart Tolle in The Power of Now. We will never understand the forces of creation, but we can set them in motion and then sit back and wonder at the mystery and majesty of all. Make no little plans. They have no magic to suit your blood. Make big plans. Aim high in hope and work. And that is Daniel Burnham. He was an architect and urban planner. I am guided by spirit. Every moment I am guided by spirit to find and fulfill my calling, my vocation. I am guided by spirit. I am to grow into my potential and realize the life of my dreams. So be it, so it is. Our thoughts and prayers of today determine our life in the future. Dare to dream and affirm the highest, most wonderful life that you can imagine. Keep the dream, the vision in mind. It is possible to create a world that works for all, where all are fed and housed and educated. This is the great work ahead of us all. Since everything is an illusion, perfect in being what it is, having nothing to do with good or bad, or whether we accept it or reject it, one may well burst out in laughter. That's the spirit. That's Long Chain Pa, the natural freedom of mind. Margaret Mead said, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed people can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has. I've always thought about that quote. Margaret Mead was actually a very good friend of Jean Houston. If universal charity prevailed, earth would be a heaven and hell a fable. Charles Colton. Three things in human life are important. The first is to be kind. The second is to be kind. The third is to be kind. The mind is its own place and in itself can make it a heaven or a hell of heaven. John Milton. We are now creating a world that works for all, working in partnership and with all humanity in an easy and relaxed way, a healthy and positive way, in its own perfect time, for the highest good of all. A lot of these are written by Mark. The happiness that is derived from some secondary source is never very deep. It is only a pale reflection of the joy of being, the vibrant peace that you find within as you enter the state of non-resistance. Beingness takes you beyond the polar opposite of the mind and frees you from dependency on form. Even if everything were to collapse and crumble all around you, you would still feel a deep inner core of peace. You may not be happy, but you will be at peace. We are now a vital force, a great wave of visionaries, artists, and teachers, entrepreneurs, business people, and leaders who are transforming not only our own lives, but the world, whole world as well, creating a world that works for all in an easy and relaxed, healthy and positive way in its own perfect time for the highest good of all. So be it, so it is. Be well and be in peace. Well, that was fun. I will make a blog post out of this and put it on social media and maybe link to it in this particular video. You know, it is very important to have sayings that reflect the highest good of all, the highest good of yourself, the highest good of all, that you can keep your mind in that place that brings heart and brain into coherence. You look into the future of all that is. The world is a separate from us. Our inner worlds are the most important, and we bring our inner into the outer and hope for peace of mind. There is going to be a video that shows up over here. Take a look at it. Bye-bye.